Why do so many men lose themselves in relationships, falling for women who only make them more broken, or chasing the fantasy that someone else can complete them? Today, we're diving into the shadow self. In the book, Man and His Symbols by famed psychologist Carl Jung, he describes how so many men fall in love with their own shadow. They fall for someone who only makes them more broken, or chase the fantasy that someone else can complete them. He falls for the woman who only makes him more broken. It means embracing the parts of ourselves that we have rejected or denied. It means becoming more whole, more integrated people. In relationships, it's easy to get lost in our feelings for someone else, and to start looking for them to complete us or heal us. But this is not only unfair to them, but it's also a recipe for disaster. No one can complete us but ourselves. And the only way to do that is to embrace our shadow self, to love the broken parts of ourselves. Only then can love become truly free and healing. Or he chases the fantasy that someone else can complete him, because he doesn't feel whole or healed within himself. Instead, he seeks to fulfill the void with someone else. But this is a dangerous path to walk down, because when we seek to fulfill the void with someone else, we set them up for a lifetime of disappointment. We place the burden of our own healing on someone else and expect them to complete us. But no one can do that, not even our own mother. The only way to escape this cycle is to turn around and look within. To love someone else deeply, we must first learn to love the hidden parts of ourselves. But why? Why would someone fall for their own shadow? And what does this have to do with losing yourself in a relationship? Jung believed that we all have a shadow self, an unconscious part of our personality that contains our deepest wounds, fears, and desires. And when we don't recognize or integrate these parts of ourselves, they get projected onto others. This is why you may notice a pattern in your relationships where you keep attracting the same type of person, or find yourself repeating the same painful love story over and over again. You see, we are all a mixture of light and dark, masculine and feminine. But in a patriarchal society that often rejects or suppresses the feminine in men, it's common for men to lose touch with their anima, their inner feminine side. So what happens when a man loses himself in a relationship? He falls in love with his own shadow. Imagine a man who has spent most of his life trying to be strong and stoic, pushing away his feelings and disconnecting from his body. Perhaps he grew up in a household where emotions were suppressed. Or maybe he felt like he had to be a stoic provider for his family from a young age. Whatever the reason, he has spent most of his life disconnected from his heart. One day he meets a woman who challenges him to open up and be vulnerable. At first, he resists, but something about her challenges him to go deeper. As they spend more time together, he finds himself opening up in ways he never has before. He starts to feel things he thought he wasn't capable of feeling. And he begins to realize that there is a part of him that has been lost for a long time. He feels like he is becoming more whole and integrated, but he also feels afraid. What if this woman sees all the broken parts of him? What if she doesn't love him if she really knew him? This is the point where he has a choice to make. Does he continue to run from his shadow self, or does he embrace it? Jung believed that the path to wholeness begins with embracing our shadow self, the parts of ourselves that we have rejected or denied. When we embrace our shadow self, we become more whole, more integrated people. Our relationships become more real and authentic. We stop looking for love in all the wrong places and start looking within ourselves. We stop seeking to complete ourselves through another person and start appreciating ourselves for who we are. We stop needing someone else to heal us because we have found our own inner healer. Loving someone else deeply begins with loving the hidden parts of ourselves. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching,